Assalamu alaikum students. Today's topic is place of poetry in English literature. The objectives of this lecture are to enable students to attain information about various linguistic devices. What are the literary devices in poetry? So there are some literary devices, like one of the literary devices is figurative language. On the basis of these devices, one can say about the quality of those poems. And in those figurative language, two things are very important. What is the metaphor? And the second one is smile. So figurative language is the use of words outside of their literal or usual meanings to add beauty or force. So you can add beauty to your poems by adding some of the words which are outside of their literal meanings, and that is called as figurative language. And how you can add words that having some different literal meanings? So it is characterized by the use of smiles and metaphors. So what is metaphor? Metaphor is a figure of speech that makes a comparison between two unlike things, in which one thing becomes an others without the use of the word like, as, then, or resembles. Like love is a rose. We have actually compared love with a rose, whereas in literal meaning there is no comparison between what is love and what is rose. So in metaphor we can use it as a love is a rose. That's a metaphor which is being used in poetry also. Another is smile. Figurative language is the smile. Smile is a figure of speech that makes a comparison between two unlike things, using words such as like, as, then, or resembles. Like my love is like a red rose. So love is a rose and my love is like a red rose. So are a red rose. That is what the Robert Burns said in his poem, and that is called as the smile. So second one is onomatopoeia is the use of word or words whose sounds imitates its meanings, like crackle, pop, fizz, click, chip. So these are the use of words whose sounds imitates its meanings. Next one is personification, is a special kind of metaphor in which a non-human thing is talked about as if it was human, given human characteristics. For example, this poetry gets bored of being alone. So poetry gets bored of being alone. Poetry is a non-human thing, and non-human thing never gets a bored. But through personification, non-human things is talked about as it was human. So another is symbolism. Symbolism is when a person, place, thing, or idea stands for itself and for something else. For example, use of the bald eagle to represent the United States. So use of the bald eagle to represent the United States is a symbolism. And you can use something or idea stands for itself and for something else also. Another is alliteration occurs when a series of words in a row have the same first consonant sound. For example, she sells seashells down by the seashore. So she sells seashells seashore. So Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. So P again repeated. Like I have discussed the seven principles, proper prior preparation prevents pathetically poor performance. That's the alteration used in that sentence. Another is assonance. So assonance is the agreement in the vowel sound of two or more words when the consonant sound preceding and following these vowels do not agree. Thus, strike and grind, hat and man rhyme with each other according to the laws of assonance. So, rhymes, alliteration, assonance, and consonance combined often produce tongue-twisting linguistics. So, big punctuation strains include this couplet dead in the middle of Little Italy, Little did we know that we riddled a middleman who didn't know diddly. So king in on a single sound, he runs a staggering series of rhymes variation middle, little, riddled, middle, diddly, which he further builds upon with the consonants D and assonance I and alliteration D and L. This is what happens when a poet is in complete control of his rhymes.
अजीज तलबा, उम्मीद है कि इस टॉपिक के अंदर कवर किए गए तमाम सवालात के बारे में आपको समझ आ गई होगी। अब नए सेशन में नए टॉपिक के साथ दोबारा से मुलाकात होगी। तब तक के लिए मेरी तरफ से अल्लाह हाफिज़। अल्लाह आप तमाम का हामी और नासर हो।